Well, good morning, and what a lovely day it is. Day 2 at Wantage Road. Let me tell you about the match situation. It didn't go too well yesterday. This little brute, well, it's not really a brute to be honest with you, just down to my right, the pitch claims 17 victims. But to be honest with you, there's nothing wrong with the track. It was one of those where batsmen were getting in and then getting out with one or two rash shots. Now, the situation is that Northants have a lead of just 55. Yorkshire will be searching for quick wickets, and we'll tell you the story of day 2 coming up.
Yorkshire believed they'd achieved an early breakthrough when Plunkett and the slips went up for caught behind against Duckett. The umpire said no, and Duckett, a talented batsman, then hit back with back-to-back boundaries. But Plunkett did figure in the opening wicket. He picked up a fine catch at short extra cover to give Patterson the wicket of Butler out for 14 and Northants 200 for 8. Plunkett dropped a short delivery in and Duckett took it on with a fine 4 through cover point, and tail-ender Chambers showed his batting capability with a lovely drive down the ground for 4 off hooks. Ben Duckett went to his 50 with a single, 9 fours, and in the context of this game it was a valuable knock. But the introduction of spin did the job for Andrew Gale and Yorkshire. Ben Duckett played a reverse sweep, made a complete hash of it to be bowled for 51. Adil Rashid on the mark. Northants 242 for 9. Rashid did the business again, luring Chambers into a false shot, and Lees took the catch at mid-on. Chambers out for 17, Azarullah 9 not out, and Northants bowled out for 251. 60 added, by the way, in 1 hour and 10 minutes. Now Yorkshire have found themselves 115 in arrears, while bowled Jack Brooks 4 for 78. Both Live and Lees picked up boundaries in the early stages of the second innings as Yorkshire started to make inroads into the deficit. Live led the way, he blasted Azarullah for 4 with a well-timed pull, and then cut the same bowler for another 4. Both players looked to be playing really sensibly to give the second innings some early stability, as Yorkshire went into lunch on 43 for no wicket. At this stage, by the way, Live is 29, Lees 10, and Yorkshire in deficit by 72. Adam Live started well after lunch with 2 successive 4s from the bowling of Andrew Hall, but his partner Alex Lees had an escape. The second slip was taken out, and he edged the next Hall delivery in that area to the third man for 4. But Lees then produced a beautiful shot through mid-wicket to take 4 off the returning Azarullah. Live then went to his half-century, a composed knock with 8 fours, Yorkshire 82 for no wicket at this stage from 21 overs. There followed a sedate period of play before Lees flicked a ball off his hip through to square leg for 4. Now Northants were now struggling to find answers to a much better batting effort by Yorkshire. The 100 partnership came up in the 29th over to leave Yorkshire just 15 behind. A 4 from Lees through backward point brought up parity, and it took some time for his 4 from his half-century. He was then soon raising his bat for the landmark. He hit a 2 off Hall to go to 51 with 8 fours. Live clipped Hall down to fine leg for yet another boundary, and Yorkshire, perhaps for the first time in the match, were getting on top. This was excellent batting, and the Yorkshire definitely back in the game. Adam Live started the final session with a trademark cover drive to the boundary. The pair continued to be in charge, and with plenty of time left in this game, there was no need to take any real chances. It became apparent that at 185 for no wicket, this was the highest opening partnership anywhere in the country this season. Northants put pressure on Live as he went into those nervous 90s, but a misfield took him to 99. Lees had a let-off, by the way. He was dropped on 78 at mid-wicket off Spriegel. Newton, the culprit. Moments later, a leap into the air of delight after a 4 which brought Adam Live to a splendid century. 194 balls, 15 fours. Yorkshire 199 for no wicket. Lees was not to be outdone as he accelerated through the 90s and had 13 fours in his 100. Runs were now flowing freely. A 4 for both of Spriegel, taking the score to 232. At the close then, the transformation totally complete. Yorkshire right back in the game, and they have the momentum to go on from here. 237 for no wicket in the second innings. Live 116, Lee's 105. Well done to them both. It's a lead of 122.